What is up, guys? We're live again. This is week 3 predictions now. We're already at week 3. We got Jizzle on here for the first time.
What's up? What's up?
Finally decided to get his shit working. So it took him about an hour. We've been working about an hour to get his headphones to work. So
yeah, these
we're ready.
This shit's bummy. Yeah, but so what do you think of the week 3 matchups, Cahtah?
Well, we got it right here in front of us. So, I mean, week 2 was interesting for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
My Eagles surprised the fuck out of me. Absolutely dominated. I did not expect that, especially to shut down Justin Jefferson like they did. And Dalvin Cook, I don't think Dalvin Cook had like 40 yards at most.
That was really surprising. Before this week, the Eagles look like Super Bowl contenders. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, they honestly, they were that good. And I don't want to overreact, but they play like that against any team in the league, they will beat any team in the league.
Well, they have one of the best rosters in the league. I really think it all comes down to how Jalen Hurts plays. If he plays like that, they will have a chance to win a Super Bowl this year. They will. Their roster is good enough.
They held Minnesota to 62 rushing yards. Their leading rusher was Kirk Cousins.
Wow.
They do that. That's crazy. And Minnesota, they wound up getting a bunch of garbage time yards, but I think Kirk Cousins had like 60 yards at halftime passing. Jefferson has 48 yards on 12 targets. Slay put him in jail. Slay had 2 interceptions.
Slay is locking. He's fucking locking.
Yeah, and Slay's the type of guy who I didn't think would lock down guys. He'll get a pick here and there. He's big play Slay. He's gonna go in and be aggressive and get the ball, but he's also gonna get beat sometimes.
Right.
That didn't happen.
A lot of young guys are like that.
And he's got the opportunity to do that right now because they went in and stole a guy like James Bradbury. Just absolutely stole him from the Giants. And I know Jizzle is not happy about that.
I'm fine with that. He played awful for us.
He's not playing awful here because he looked like an absolute menace the other night.
Definitely.
So, going over, time to preview the Week 3 schedule. And, hey, credit to the Giants, too. I didn't think they would be 2-0 at this point.
Me neither, man. This time of year, Giants are, they're a mess. I just feel like this is my view on the Giants. They're not going to do shit this year. This is a building block. This is a building block. This
is the Giants Super Bowl.
Hey, when was the last time Giants started 2-0? Well, Giants are only one of 6 teams in the entire league that are undefeated. That doesn't fucking happen.
No.
That doesn't.
No.
I was in that stadium was shaking when Daniel Jones converted that first down.
If it was FedEx Field, it probably really was shaking. But
yeah, well, that's just because structural issues. It'll shake if they're down 40. That's just
it'll shake if there's nobody in the stadium.
Okay, let's go over these week 3 matchups. Steelers Browns. What's your thoughts?
All right, the Steelers. They both are teams with decent rosters, but not very good quarterbacks. Brissett played okay the other day. This is a toss-up. And honestly, I think I'm just going to go with the Browns because they're at home.
I'm also going to go with the Browns. I think they lost an important game this week against New England. If you're Pittsburgh, you really have to win that game. Because this could be their first losing season in 18 years?
Well, when you trade for Deshaun Watson, like they did, knowing he was going to get suspended, they kind of threw in the can this year.
Yeah, really. But yeah, Jacoby Brissett looks decent. 65.6% completion, 2 touchdowns, 188 yards.
Yeah, he's fine.
That's about all you need from a backup quarterback.
Yeah, that's all he's going to be. It's backup quarterback. Right. So starting off with the Sunday games here, we got the Saints at Panthers. Panthers have really struggled over the first 2 games, and I didn't think they would. I don't I didn't think they'd have as many struggles as they have. I thought Baker Mayfield was going to play a lot better than he has, and he just hasn't.
The issue with Carolina, and it's always been like this, and I know this because Dave Gettleman was their general manager. That was their general manager for a long time. They're very similarly built teams. Offensive line is not a concern. They dropped Ike Ekwonu this year, but the line has never been a concern for management. That's
Yeah,
just that's just philosophy. That's just how it comes down to building a team. They don't value offensive linemen. And so what you're going to see is Baker Mayfield getting hurried every single play, and he has no time to throw the football.
yeah, and
And
it
it's
doesn't matter what
2022. It's a passing league. You need
doesn't
your
matter what
offensive
quarterback
linemen.
you have with that offensive line.
Exactly.
I think the Saints overall are just a better team.
Yeah, I agree. That's an easy give that one to the Saints.
I'm not a huge fan of Jameis Winston, but I think he's fine. I think he's probably better than Baker Mayfield at this point, the way with his offensive line. Yeah, there's not too much to say about that. Next game.
Yeah, Winston is a very middle of the road guy, middle like average to possibly slightly above average on some games. He's got that big arm, and
Yeah,
you just can't teach a big arm. So there will always be a place for Jameis in this league, in my
yeah.
opinion.
Next game we got Texans at Bears. Two again. I think the Texans are a bottom team. Bears aren't that good either. I think since the Bears are at home, they're going to pull it out. But none of these teams really excite me either. I think the Bears are just slightly better. But
I think it's gonna be come down to the quarterbacks who's gonna give it up
yeah,
a little more. We got Davis Mills and Justin Fields. Justin Fields had 95.5 yards last week. Davis Mills had 208.5 yards last week. Not amazing. I do think Justin Fields has the edge here. They're at home. I'm gonna go ahead and agree. Bears will take it at home.
yeah. Chiefs at Colts. I don't think there's any question here. I think the Chiefs are just going to beat the Colts. I don't think the
Yeah,
Colts are that
move
good.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, move on to that. Bills at Dolphins. This is going to be a very good game.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
I don't think there's anybody who can beat the Bills right now. The
Yeah,
way that Josh Allen is playing, just I mean, it's just effortlessly. He just effortlessly tosses it 50, 60 yards down the field, and Diggs is open all the time. The Bills at this point are my Super Bowl prediction. I just the Bills are amazing. I think the Bills are going to win this game. It's probably going to be close though.
that's spot on. I think just hand Josh Allen the MVP trophy already. He's playing out of his mind. 75% point four completion on the year. He's on 7 touchdowns on 2 interceptions. He's playing insane. No one can beat this team right now. I think Tyreek Hill, he played out of his mind last week. I think he'll always give you a chance, but I'm gonna give this one to the Bills. It seems like
So
no one can beat
so
them.
somebody in my TikTok chat just said Justin Fields is better than Jalen Hurts. I don't know how you
No,
can say that after the last 2 weeks that Jalen Hurts has had.
no. I just Justin Fields is a development guy.
Yeah, I think it's going to take a while for Justin Hurts to develop in what he needs to be.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at when you rank all of the quarterbacks in the league, Justin Fields will float around high 20s, mid 20s, but that's not because he doesn't have potential. It's because
He's
he's not
got
developed
potential,
yet.
and really, not going to lie, 2 years ago when the Eagles traded up, I wanted them to take Justin Fields.
Yeah.
I thought Justin Fields was going to be a lot better last year than what he was. And I don't know if it's just what he's got around him just isn't that good or what, but he just doesn't look like anything.
He's definitely shown flashes. I think you put anyone with that roster, and they're just not going to play that well
Yeah.
because it's a
Yeah.
team game. As much
They're
as the
saying to
quarterback
drop
affects,
whatever that trade is.
yeah.
Okay. So let's go. What's the next game? Here we got Lions at Vikings. Again, I think this is going to be a very good game. I think the Lions are going to be a decent team this year. The Vikings, I think they just had a fluke game against the Eagles. I think the Vikings are better than they played there. The Vikings at home, Kirk Cousins, I think is going to bounce back and have a little bit better game. I think I got the Vikings win this game as well.
I think it's gonna be a fair team. I think that's the Lions are just a gritty team. They're just smash back all the four quarter bit. Uh, for
Keep
the first
glitching out really badly.
I'm to the Lions. I think very close, but I think the Lions are gonna. I'm going to Vegas.
Ooh, all right. Let's see. Here's the trade we got here. While we get Jizzle to bounce back a little bit, you're trading Eckler, Olave, Edmonds for Fournette, Sutton, and Hines. It's actually
The question always when people give me trades, I always ask, what team do you have around you? Drop your team.
I don't think that's a. I like Eckler a lot. I think Eckler for fantasy,
Eckler's really
for
good.
fantasy is really good. I'm not huge on Sutton and I'm not huge on Hines. Fournette's okay. I don't like that trade honestly for him at all.
Yeah, I mean Olave, he's he the wide receiver 3 in that offense,
Yeah,
and Edmonds, Fournette, Sutton, and Hines. I don't like it. I don't like it.
yeah, not a great trade. Sorry, Fierce Panda. You asked for an opinion. There it is. It's probably wrong though because I'm an idiot. All right, Ravens versus Patriot against the Patriots. I think the Patriots actually look pretty bad. It's going to be a close game, but I think Lamar Jackson is having another prove it type year. Yeah, he lost in the shootout last time, but I don't completely give it away to him.
Yeah.
I think the Ravens should win this game.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, when you got a running back, a quarterback, like, I mean,
Yeah,
listen.
he's just not like he's not a good passer. He just can't throw the ball.
Yeah, you just can't throw the
I've just never
ball.
seen Lamar do anything but run his whole entire career.
All he does is take a snap, runs immediately downfield, looks at his first read. If it's not there,
he's just not a great
runs
quarterback.
it.
Lamar
If it is
Jackson,
there, he still runs it.
Jackson is not a top 20 quarterback in the NFL.
He's not a top 30 quarterback. He's not a starter in this league.
He's not. You know what? I'll even say it. Lamar Jackson isn't even as good as Daniel Jones.
Facts. Vanilla Vic solos.
Vanilla Vic is so much better. All right.
He is.
Next game, Bengals at Jets.
I'll give that to the Ravens, by the way. Ravens take that. Jokes aside.
Bengals at Jets. Bengals have really struggled. They've looked like complete shit, but I think they get back on this one. I don't think the Jets are all that good. I think the Bengals are a better team. Listen, they don't go to the Super Bowl for nothing last year. I know they're struggling right now, but they're going to figure it out. I think I got the Bengals in this one by 2 touchdowns.
This is an important game for them, Cahtah. This is a really important game for them. This can decide the next couple of years of their future. If they lose, they start the season 0-3. They're gonna. I'm afraid they're gonna start like getting scared, clearing house. People are gonna lose their jobs if they lose this game.
Bro, everybody at TikTok's going crazy. They just said Lamar Jackson is in top 30.
He's not a starter in this league. Oh my god!
I can't believe y'all just. Please. I'm glad you screen recorded that. Post it on TikTok to get me more views. Appreciate that.
Tag us.
Tag me. At Cahtah, at Jizzle, my Tizzle.
No, but I mean, Flacco played very, very well last week in the absence of Zach Wilson. I mean, that'd be cool for. I always like to see underdogs win, but this would have major ramifications if the Bengals do go ahead and lose this game.
It's panic time in Cincinnati if they lose this game.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give it to the Bengals. I don't think the Jets are shocking the world 2 weeks in a row. I just don't see it happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So next game, the battle of trash, the 0-2 Raiders against the 0-2 Titans. I think the Raiders are a better team than record shows, and
they better have a fucking mid-off.
It's a mid-off, yeah. I think the Raiders are gonna win this game. I just think it's over for Tannehill. I think it's over for Tannehill. I think he's given up, kind of almost not just like how Carson Wentz gave up in Philly, but sort of kind of like that. They got Malik Willis in the wings there. I think the Raiders are going to pull the game out.
The writing's on the wall for Tannehill,
Yeah.
definitely. I think I think they like this new guy they got. Um, they would be a very good team if the way Willis plays. They would be a very very scary team in the AFC if
Imagine
they
if they
if
ran
they.
the option
Oh
with
my god,
Derrick Henry and Malik Willis.
yeah. What's going on with Derrick Henry, man?
I don't know. I don't know if he's just banged up because that's all he's done is ran the ball 400 times a year, or what's wrong with him. But like he looks like he's done right now. He really
Let's go over
does.
the stats. Let's go over the stats. 20 against the Giants, 21 carries for 82 yards, 3.9 average. They locked him up. They locked
Yeah,
him up at home. Um, and then against Buffalo, he had 13 carries on 25 yards.
yeah.
So, I mean, those carries are going down. It's not really enough to we're a little early to be starting narratives, but are they losing faith in him?
I mean, they gave him the contract, didn't they? Like that's
How many
it
years
seems
less he
like
got in that?
was it 4-year contract?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like more and more every single time they get the big contract. I mean, he's 28 years old. That's pretty much the end of a quarterback. It's the end of a running back's life or football career. I mean, yeah, you signed a 4-year, $50 million contract. It just doesn't pan out anymore. And that was a guy when they gave him the contract. They're like, oh, Derrick Henry, that's worth it for him.
Yeah.
But it's just
It
not.
may
And
have been worth it for last year,
but he got
but
hurt.
he got hurt. He
Yeah,
got hurt. They
and that's
I
the problem.
genuinely believe if he stays healthy, they go to a Super Bowl. The
Yeah.
way he played last year.
Well, and the problem now is too, like you look at other teams in the league with running backs who are about to be free agents. Like, what are the Giants going to do? Like Saquon is a lot of their offense, but I mean, you don't give him a huge contract because he's already shown he's injury prone. Like, what do you do with Saquon?
So Saquon is willing to take a team friendly deal, which is amazing. You want to see
If he
that.
does that, then it's. But what's team friendly? Like, because a running back in 2 years could be completely useless, and it's like you have to cut him.
4 years, 10 million, 10 million a year.
I mean,
That's good for Saquon. That's good.
that yeah,
The cap's going up. It's going from about 207 to about 228. 10 million for a guy like Saquon that just wrecks the game. He has the he, that he is he's a game wrecker. When he pops off like that,
yeah.
I mean, that he wants to retire a Giant, which I love. Um, I think they're gonna be able to get to keep him on for not that much.
Why are there so many Washington fans in here? Okay, well,
Washington
whatever.
Washington fans exist.
Yeah.
I've met one
Speaking
Washington fan in my entire life.
speaking of Washington, we have Philadelphia, the Eagles coming off a huge win, just dominating against Carson Wentz and the Commanders in the stadium that tried to kill Jalen Hurts the last time they were there. It's going to be really interesting, and it's definitely going to be a close game. But I mean, if the Eagles play like they did against the Vikings, they're not. They're going to win. Like it's not even that much of a question in my mind. Like I Carson Wentz has been okay there, but he's still turning the ball over too much. They turn the ball over against the Eagles, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really hard for the Commanders to pull out with a win. They're going to start this season 0-3, and then that's in Washington, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Jalen Hurts is going to go in there. He's going to convert every Commanders fan, the three of them that are there. They're gonna all become Jalen Hurts fans.
Yo, there's 4 now, okay?
Oh yeah, they're all
They
in the
gave
chat.
another. Yeah. Carson Wentz's mom became a Commanders fan after he got traded there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Their revenues increased by 25% from 3 to 4 jersey sales. No, but the 4 Washington fans at I don't even know that bummy ass stadium.
FedEx Field, I think it is.
FedEx Field.
Yeah.
The stadium's gonna collapse. They're all gonna become Jalen Hurts fans, and then Philadelphia will have 4 more fans.
If Jalen Hurts makes it out there live.
No, he will. He will. He will.
Okay.
He'll just climb out the rubble of the stadium.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he's a monster truck, so we just run over people.
Yeah.
Did you see the? I know you didn't actually watch the game, but did you see the run he had?
Jalen
He
Hurts
ran over 4 Vikings defenders.
Yeah, I didn't watch the game, but I mean, he's a beefy little dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny though. We say little. He's 6'1". Like that's still not that small, but for a quarterback,
Yeah, I'm 6'5". I'm 6'5".
yeah, well, fuck you,
I
Jizzle.
tower over that bitch.
So next game, Jaguars at Chargers. This is the first time this year I'm not going to take the Jaguars. I think the Chargers are just a better team.
I don't see the hype with the Jaguars. I don't see it.
I see Trevor Lawrence. I love Trevor Lawrence. You know that.
I mean, Trevor Lawrence is good, but the Jaguars are just bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're better than they were last year. They've spent all that money this offseason. They're going to buy them. They're probably going to buy themselves 6 or 7 wins this year. But I still think the Jaguars are going to lose this game. The Chargers are going to come out victorious.
Yeah, I don't see how Herbert loses this game. Wait, yeah, is Herbert injured?
Hold on, is Herbert playing? That's big. If he's not playing, then he's out. Then I got the Jaguars win this game.
Yeah, let's see.
I can't see. It seems like it's gonna come down to pain levels.
Yeah.
So I'll say this right now: Justin Herbert is not playing this game. The Jaguars will win.
All right. So I mean, there is definitely one thing taking into account: the Chargers have the best pain management doctors in the entire league.
Oh my god!
And the injections.
Yeah, if I was Herbert, I'd say get the fucking needle away from me.
Get the needle away from me, bitch.
What's up, guys, in TikTok? We're on YouTube. If you want to put your comments in there, I'd highly appreciate it. The link is in my bio. We got Jizzle on there, so you guys can actually see him. Next game, Rams at Cardinals. You know, this is going to be a good game too, but I'm just still not high on Kyler Murray. And it's not just because he's a midget. I think the Rams are going to pull this game out. The Rams are still a very good team. I got the Rams in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Rams are slightly washed, but
they're slightly washed, but I think they're still like better than the Cardinals.
But Kyler Murray is too busy playing the Modern Warfare 2 beta.
Yeah.
So
yeah. He might study at least a play this week.
Nah.
He'll see Cooper Kupp streaking down the field, be like, okay, well, maybe I need him.
Nah, he'll play around in Madden. That's his studying.
Yeah. Next game, Falcons at Seahawks. This is another mid-off.
Yeah.
They both suck. Why is this a 425 game? I don't even know what I'm going to take here. I guess the Seahawks because they're home. That's the only reason. They both suck.
I think the Falcons are gonna drop 40 points in the fourth quarter. They're gonna give up 56 points. It's gonna be 40-0, and they're gonna come back because the Falcons are awful in the fourth.
Yo, there was a 28-3 lead the last time it went in the Rams Falcons game, and I thought the Falcons were gonna like come back and reverse it. I'm like, oh my god, it's happening, but it didn't happen. Next game, we got Packers at Buccaneers. This is going to be a very good game too. I'll probably be watching this one. I don't know who to take on this one. I mean, you got Tom Brady against Aaron Rodgers. Buccaneers have some injuries. Packers don't have the same wide receiver core they did. I think I got the Buccaneers though because they're at home.
Yeah, I'm probably going to give it to the Buccaneers. Packers lost some firepower this offseason. Is Aaron Rodgers really like, unless he just wills their way to a win, which can happen. they're at home. The Bucks are a very good team right now. Mike Evans isn't playing; he's suspended.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true.
I
I'm
think
trying.
the
I'm
Bucks are
trying to
gonna
see what
win.
their head-to-head stats are.
Yeah,
Who's won more against each other? I haven't. I can't find it anywhere. Aaron Rodgers had it. No, that's it. I don't know. All right. Yeah, Mike Evans is out, so it'll be an interesting game. I mean, either
yeah,
way. But I do think the Packers win that, or not the Packers, the Buccaneers win that one. I can't see.
yeah. I agree.
49ers at Broncos. I mean, both teams here we thought would be a little bit better than what they are. I think the 49ers do have a little bit of boost with Jimmy Garoppolo coming back. I just think they're going to play well behind him for a couple games, and then kind of fall apart. But Broncos don't look all that great either. But I do think Russell Wilson's going to find his groove here soon, and I think it might be in this game.
I just have a hard time believing that Russell Wilson was so good last year. He's basically a perennial MVP candidate. He has no MVP votes ever.
Is he assistant
But
quarterback?
no, I don't think so. He's so talented on his own. And like
He
the
is.
Broncos have such a good roster. If anything, it's not his fault. It's Nathaniel Hackett's, the
Yeah, he
coach.
looks like a fucking bozo right now.
Yeah, he. I watched this segment from Colin Coward, and I really agree with it. He said Nathaniel Hackett is in over his head. He said, "How
Yeah,
do I know that?" Burns through timeouts. He does makes bad decision making on third and fourth down. He did. Um, and like they just can't come up when well they won last week but I agree with that. It's not Russell. I do think it's Nathaniel Hackett.
yeah,
If they lose this week, is Nathaniel Hackett's already a bit on the hot seat, but he's on the hot seat.
yeah. And then here we got the last game of the week: Cowboys at Giants for the NFC East, most likely. Well, up to this point, but yeah, because I mean, well, if the Eagles win, I guess the Eagles would be tied with the Giants, but still, Giants win
Who
this game.
the who the Eagles beat?
They haven't beat any. They would have beat the Commanders at that point.
Okay, so yeah, so it's one division win if they win.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
the Giants and Eagles will be tied if they both win.
yeah,
Okay, let's talk about this. Uh, Cooper Rush. What are your thoughts on Cooper Rush?
I mean, he's not very good, but if he takes care of the football, I think the Cowboys still have a very good defense, and that can propel them to some wins. I think the Giants are going to have a very hard time scoring against the Cowboys. I think it's going to be a very low scoring game. The Giants do have a very good defense as well. So it's going to be a low scoring affair, I think. Um, I don't know.
What's your score prediction?
Like 9-6. Like I don't even see his team scoring a touchdown.
Here's the deal. It's gonna come down. Number one, it's gonna come down to if Kayvon and Aziz come back. I think if Kayvon and Aziz can play this game, I think that definitely helps their chances. If they could play, I think that makes this a 50-50 game.
Yeah.
I think the Vegas has the Cowboys heavily favored. Giants are multiple point
Really?
dogs. Yeah.
At home.
Just because that defense is so good.
Yeah. But so is the Giants.
The Giants do have a good defense. I guess we just gotta wait like later in the week. We just gotta see what happens.
And this is a game that Jizzle or my Tizzle will be attending.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I'm excited. I'm going to the tailgate.
Jizzle probably has like a way below 500 record at games. So I'm gonna go with the Cowboys just because of that.
I've never seen the Giants beat the Cowboys. There was one time in 2019 where they almost won, but that was when white guy, Cole Beasley. Yeah, he.
I got in a fight with him on Twitter once.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
No, but basically, like there was this really close call, like last second Hail Mary touchdown, and Cole Beasley didn't get both feet in, so I'm like, oh, bet we won, game over. But they looked at it and he got like a knee down, or he was like falling backwards, and his like calf kind of hit the end zone, so they counted that as 2 feet, and we lost. So but I think if Daniel Jones, it's gonna hinge on Daniel Jones because the
It's
Giants,
definitely going to be a close game.
yeah, because I think the Giants have a pretty decent roster. Their defense is very good. The offensive line has definitely improved a lot.
I think
Uh,
if they had James Bradbury, they probably win this game.
I don't think so. That defense is really good. They I don't. I think James Bradbury. Here's why I don't like James Bradbury. I think the
Stopping
Giants
Parsons,
miss.
who's stopping Thibodeau? Who's stopping like the Giants have dogs too on both sides.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like it's just going to be a defensive game. Whoever gets the most field goals is going to win. That's really what I think.
In the past couple of years, the main reason why the Giants haven't been able to beat the Cowboys is because Jones can't stay upright.
Yeah.
Andrew Thomas has been the number one left tackle in the league, according to PFF. With I think they gave him like an 88, which is he's the top left tackle in the league right now because he's been phenomenal. And Evan Neal is developing really well. Um, the vets they got on the inside are also playing pretty well. That O line is improving. They got an extra data game plan. I think this is a lot closer than a lot of people are giving the Giants credit for. It's going to
Yeah, I
come
don't
down to
know why.
injuries. If Kayvon and Aziz play, I say the Giants are probably 2 point dogs. If Jones can keep the ball out of the other team's hands, I think the
One
Giants win
player
this.
doesn't win you a game.
But the roster is decent around him because it's the roster is good enough where this game will hinge on Daniel Jones.
Yeah. If it hinges on Daniel Jones, I don't know if I'd be happy about that.
My score, no contingencies. Cowboys win this 27-21.
Do you think they're going to
Uh,
score that much?
oh yeah, I forgot Cooper Rush. Um,
I mean,
we'll
if
go.
we're talking
We'll,
about Dak Prescott right now, I think the Cowboys blow the fuck out of the Giants.
yeah, that's true. Okay. Maybe like 19-13.
Okay.
I think they will. I think they will score. I won't. I don't think they'll be able to score 20 points because if they had Dak maybe, but with contingencies, let's say Jones pops off. He throws for 250 yards, no receptions, 2 touchdowns. I think the Giants just barely get out here with a win. Start the season 3-0. Go to Super
Ooh,
Bowl.
looks like it's going to rain on Monday night, too.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That means it's Saquon versus Zeke.
Zeke's kind of washed. He's kind of washed.
They got Pollard, too, though.
Oh fuck.
Pollard isn't washed. Pollard's really good.
Yeah, Paul's really good.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys are going to squeak it out very, very slightly.
Yeah, yeah. I think, but like it's like Cooper Rush, like that's a variable. That's a pretty big variable.
Yeah.
He looked okay, but
Now, that was at home, inside. Very different when you get outside on the road.
do you think the Giants defense is better than Bengals defense?
No, I don't.
I think it is.
Really?
I think it's a little bit better.
I don't see the secondary there with the Giants. Is my worry.
Well,
It's okay, but it's not.
they compensate. They compensate. Well, Adori's playing amazing. Adori is playing like a top 5 corner in this system. I think he's meshing very well with this Wink Martindale system. The other guys are kind of not playing great. That's kind of where I wish. Well, Bradbury wouldn't even be very good in that system anyway. I wish we had another good man corner that could just kind of seal up. But it's the safeties. It's Xavier McKinney. It's Julian Love. That's because what their defense is they send the cavalry, and then they'll drop the safeties into the hot windows.
Well, and that's the thing. If you get Cooper Rush like uncomfortable, he's not going to play well. He's gonna be shit.
I think the key. What's the key for the Giants to win this game in your opinion?
Saquon needs to hit a home run. He needs to
Facts.
get like a 60-yard touchdown or more.
Yeah. I think Saquon needs to play well. I think Cooper Rush needs to put the ball on the ground a couple times. He's give the ball to the other team a couple times.
Yeah.
They can make him uncomfortable. I think the Giants can squeak out of there.
Daniel Jones can't.
He can't turn the ball over. He cannot turn the ball over. For if they do, if he does, if he gets just one interception, I think that increases the Cowboys' odds greatly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan, I really think you're overrating their D line. Because the Bengals offensive line is terrible. I'll give you Micah Parsons. He's going to get pressure. I don't think he's going to be as good as he was last week, but he's going to get pressure. Cooper Rush is really smart with the ball at home. It's completely different when you're on the road
in the rain,
stadium. For quarterbacks, it's probably one of the easiest places to play is in Dallas for home quarterbacks.
Yeah, if you're a Dallas quarterback and you're playing in AT&T, that is probably one of the best conditions you could possibly play in.
Yeah, the Bucs offensive line is terrible too.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but it definitely got downgraded this year.
I mean, they're so hurt right now. Like they had Wirfs out there, but that was about it.
Who are the matchups? The matchups are, is Michael Parsons to the left side or the right side? I forget.
He goes all over the place.
Yeah. I think it's going to depend what they do
with
him.
He's probably going to have a sack.
Yeah,
but he's going to create pressure. But if it's only him creating pressure, I think they're going to be fine.
Right.
And that's what at least when I watched the Bengals game, it seemed like he was creating pressure, but nobody else was.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that's the week 3 slate.
Yeah, but when you're a tackle and the rest of the guys around you suck, you tend to suck too. That's why Wirfs is bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. So let's recap. We had let's see, let's go back up here. So we had the Browns, we had the Bengals, we had the Saints. I had the Lions, you had the Vikings. We had the Chiefs, we had the Chargers, we had the Bucks, we had you had the Broncos. I had the you had the Niners. I had the Broncos. I have the Cowboys. I hate that so much because I think the Cowboys are the one team I hate, but I think they do. I think I do have the Cowboys here. Seahawks. We got the Seahawks to beat the Falcons. We both got the Rams beat the Cardinals. I think we gave Texans Bears to the Bears.
Yeah.
Right. Eagles are gonna wipe the floor with the Commanders.
I don't know about wipe the floor.
No, they will. They will.
I think Carson Wentz is gonna give them some fits.
No, they're gonna wipe the rubble of that stadium with the Commanders. All right, Lamar running back is gonna go into Foxborough and fucking run shit. And the Raiders are gonna embarrass the Titans once again because Henry's washed. The Bills are going to just edge out the Dolphins.
Tua turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Running back. All right. No. Well, I think we're good here. Nice show. Hopefully we can have Jizzle on. Hopefully we'll try to do this once a week with Jizzle.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, let's do it, man.
He's poverty, but yeah. Well, we're gonna try to see him get a reaction after the Giants-Cowboys game. He'll probably be either tears or really excited and tears of joy.
Either way, I'll be in the rain, so I'll probably be pissed off.
Yeah, he's gonna be pissed off no matter what. If they win or they lose, he's gonna be pissed off because he's a New Yorker, and that's what New Yorkers do. Yeah. So we'll see you guys next time.